Hi! Welcome back to another um weekly video with me, Lonue, the one exception. All right. Welcome back, you guys. It is a beautiful day today. um, I don't know why. You know what? I feel guided to pull a card from here. All right, you guys. So, in case you didn't know, I am celebrating my year sobriety is coming up. I've been sober for almost a year now. Um, Drinking. I took my last drink on January 18th, 2025, and we are approaching January 18th, 2026. And devotion to the small. So a friend of mine got me some gifts to celebrate my birthday. Some of them are affirmations. And I want to share that with you guys. But before I do, I was led to this Journey of Love deck. So I'm just going to pull a card from the Journey of Love. The Breaking. I should have. Oh, you know what? In devotion of small. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, I see where we're going here. Okay. You know what? I'm going to read this one. Okay. You ready for this, you guys? Because this is going to be a fun little ride. All right. Now, the reason, remember I read this. The Breaking came out after that, but I'm going to read this one because it came out first. This one is 32, okay? And I'm going to read 32 because a lot of my gifts deal with one of my favorite numbers, which is 23. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, you guys. So, it looks like a 32, which is the same as here. But that looks like 23. It's because the camera is reversed, so it's showing you the mirror image of it. So, this actually says 32, which is what this looks like. But this is actually 23. But that's what I want to come tell you guys. So 23 is significant and 32. And they both are significant because it just reminds me of, well, 23 I heard is like a universal number. You know what? Let's look up the significance of 23. It is the spiritual significance of 23. It is a universal number, but it reminds me of a heart. Okay, so can I flip the camera while I'm recording? I can't. Okay, so there's no way to like flip the camera. Well, how did I get it to not be as bright? It was not just as bright a few minutes ago. Okay, but anyway, 32, well, 23. When you turn it sideways, it looks like a heart. See, this is the bottom of the heart. Yeah, use your imagination. And then this makes the top of the heart. So when I see 23, I think of a heart. Okay? And then when you do 823, so it's 238, 823. And then when you turn 823 on its side, it turns into infinite love because a heart is love. So when I see 23, it's like a little love, a little heart from the universe. Okay? And then when I see 32, turn this up some. When I see 32, it reminds me of like a little kiss. Because like the 3 makes like a like a little pucker, you know. And you can really see it. Hold on. When you do the kissy emoji. Okay. So when you do the kissy emoji, you can really see the 3, and then the bottom of the heart is the 2. So 32. Because when you put 23 together, it makes a heart, and then the little V from the 2 makes, okay. If you get it, you get it. If not, I'm sorry. But I'm going to share my 23 gifts. The gifts aren't literally 23, but they're significant. But so 32 and 23 and 32 are significant. But also 238 is significant as well. And when I tell you 238 pops up all the time, is a synchronicity in my life. I'm not kidding. Like 823. Bam, there. And then 238. Like I always look up and see, but then when you turn on the side, it looks like infinite love. You see the heart, and then goes into the 2. So it's like a abstract or obscure heart. It just infinite love, okay? But then I'm going to read what 32, devotion to the small. 32. Let's read this, okay? Okay, devotion to the small. She bows. She honors growth. She sees that within the smallest flower there is the teaching of the earth, the gospel of Gaia, the mystery of life demonstrated. She recognizes that she too is of nature, subject to the mysteries of growth in life, that in honoring nature is taking pleasure in life. She opens her heart to allow great creations to happen through her. This is the feminine wisdom, alive in men and women with open hearts. There is an innate wisdom within you that understands this devotion to the Earth Mother as an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She is speaking to you now, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you that you may recognize but not not think is so important. Yet she tells you now that it is very significant. Soon you will see that what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower is actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for the small changes happening are leading you in fullness that you can only dream of enjoy. The message of this oracle for you is that your blossoming is occurring now, and the Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence within her being, for the work you are doing to help other human beings. She asks for you to surrender any concern you have to her and let her creative power continue to gently guide you into your rightful place in this world, that you may shine as you were born to do, this service to the evolution of the planet. She is helping you now. Trust her. And here's a poem. A flower is a poem that tells you the truth of a thought in the fragrance of a dream, as fleeting as heartbeat, as lasting as a memory. All right, now that was really cool because that ties into, or is going to tie into, the rest of the messages we have to read today. Now, these gifts that were given to me were all 23 related, and I'm going to share my 23 gifts to you. I don't have 23 gifts, but the gifts were all tied into 23. So they're my 23 gifts. The first being this, which looks like 32. Infinite love. All right. I also have this blanket, and I'm going to read one affirmation from this blanket. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. I'm going to stop. Let's stop. S-T-O-P. Let's stop here. All right. And where I've landed, it says, beautiful girl, you can do hard things. Or, yeah, beautiful girl, you can do hard things. All right? And I'm going to read another one. Let's read this one right next to it. Be brave enough to suck at something new. All right? I'm going to cut it with this blanket later. It feels so soft, okay? All right. Next, so my friend Michelle also got, she pulls, she has these stones that she shared with me. And the first one she pulled for me is this one. XOXO. And 23 reminds me of not hugs and kisses, but hearts and kisses. Because again, remember, 20 is a heart, and there's the heart. So that was a synchronicity. And then, see how the base of the heart looks like the base of a 2? And then the inside, the top of the heart looks like the inward of a 3. It's like this heart can fit into 23. If we put 23 together, you can put a heart inside of it. And then what else she said? This next one is wisdom. And then followed by that is pray. Okay. So I'm going to add that. And I'm going to read the rest of these. Encouragement, empathy, pray, health, heal, leadership, intention, gratitude, inspire, miracles, beauty, let go, let God, enjoy the journey, meditate, hope, surrender to win, lotus, let go and let God, Jesus loves me, and joy. So those were the 23 stones that she pulled. So someone here that needs to hear it, me included, okay? Because I am talking to you. Look for encouragement through the empathy you give yourself and to others. Praying for health, healing, leadership, intentions. Always be grateful. Inspiration in little things like beauty and miracles. By letting go and letting God. By letting go, you let God. So enjoy the journey. Meditate on hope and surrender to win. Lotus reminds me of let us. So let us let go and let God. Jesus loves me. Enjoy. Jesus loves me. Enjoy. It says joy here, but I'm reading it as enjoy. Oh, enjoy the journey. Okay, so Jesus loves me. Enjoy. When you find joy, you'll find love in the things you love. All right. Now, she has these matches, and she pulled 23 matches, and the 23rd match that she pulled says, write a thank you note to someone. So I will write a thank you note to someone. The next one says, she pulled red one. And this one says, generate a detailed mental picture of you achieving all your goals. And then there's some prompts here, okay? So I'm going to read these. I guess you pulled 32 of these cards, or 23. Sit outside and watch the world go by. Being still allows you to enjoy what's going on right now and give you time to reflect on your day and thoughts. So someone needs to hear that. This next one, you are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. I like that. Crush your goals. Look, you live one life. Give it all you flippin' got and take all your shots. One's bound to hit the target. And lastly, self-trust. That adversity can teach me something even when the lesson is hard. All right. So then, last but not least, 23. Find something you love and do it forever. It's time to glow. So we have Shahai Hoa, become fearless. Shahai Hoa Sache Da Sache Doa Har Har Har. Translation: You, infinite creator, are my refuge. Your support is true. You are an endless source of creation. Fearing the unknown is the mind's first reflex whenever you are faced with hardships. Expecting the worst from the future does not protect us from it. On the contrary, imagining the worst outcome ends up eating us alive, make us lose our composure, and pushes us to act irrationally. Fear's vibratory frequencies are low. They attract things that resonate with them. And yet, we do have a neutral ground within ourselves, a place away from challenges where we can rest. It is a boundless space. It is directly connected to the inner creation present in the entire universe. This mantra reminds us that we are supported by a force greater than ourselves. Our higher consciousness is connected to the cosmos and is always expanding. When we feel its support, bitterness